according to information obtained from Road Dog, all 5 victims are expected to survive.
Oh, I knew that one.
Shooting possibly connected to a large party that was being held at 97 Coast or 09 East Colfax. So
It's right around the corner.
right around the corner. Yeah.
It gave me that choice of that address for the location here.
What's that?
On my license, it gave me that possible location.
Oh,
So it's probably right in here somewhere. See if there's any more information.
I'm looking over there.
Well, they're looking at the whole parking lot now, is what they're doing. But yeah, East Colfax is now open both directions, 5 victims. There hasn't been anything else since, from what I can see. Yeah, nothing new since that I can see visibly occurred. Like something sometimes takes a while to catch up to me.
Alright guys, if you're just joining me.
Alright guys, who do we got in? Only 3 people. Is my stream that bad, guys? Now we only got 2. What's up with that? Only 2 people on my stream.
2?
2.
Really?
That's it.
Wow. I mean, right now I got 9. At one point I had 16.
Michelangelo, how you doing? I wore them out from earlier, I guess.
Yeah, so did I, man.
Now I got 3.
I had a heck of a day. I went to the library, back to the library. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't see you go back.
Yeah, I went back and had a conversation with the supervisor of the youth area. And that went as expected. She was nice.
Crappy?
Yeah, I mean, she was nice, but
she doesn't want to say anything about disciplinary actions.
She kept very vague.
The story here, 5 people shot, 1 20-year-old, 2 19-year-olds, 1 18-year-old, and 1 16-year-old. Were all shot. I'm at Colfax in Dayton. So they're still processing the crime scene. They're going to be processing it for a long time. There was a party here somewhere close by. There's a cup on the ground right over there. There's a marker in the road right there. There's other stuff on the other side of the street, and we're not sure if it's part of the scene yet. I'm down here with Mexican Longhair. And I sent him to the scene because he could get here much quicker than me since I'm up in Brighton. So yeah, there's markers. Yeah. There's markers on the sidewalk there with the clothes. So with 5 people shot from a party. So you guys know how it is. Lovely Aurora, Colorado. At least well, I can say most of them haven't put me in cuffs. Westminster is the only one that has put me in cuffs.
Yeah, that was from earlier, man. Everybody in chat is hoping that you will be filing
a lawsuit.
A lawsuit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a slam dunk lawsuit because of the laws that are established on it.
Well, you know what? Since I got you here, Ghost.
Yeah.
Let's do an interview.
You're going to do an interview?
Yeah. I'm here with Ghost Rider. We're on the scene of a 5-person shooting. But I actually wanted to talk to Ghost Rider about his arrest and get an exclusive here.
My arrest.
Yeah.
Right.
They're
not going to claim it was an arrest. They're going to say it was a detention. But they put me in cuffs and they moved me.
And I think I heard the words you're under arrest or something of that nature. Did I?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Put your hands behind your back. You know, that doesn't mean you're under arrest. You know, they could be putting you in cuffs to detain you. But the only reason that they would have to put you in cuffs is if they felt you were a threat.
Right.
So when they're telling me that, that's pretty much saying that they're arresting me.
Yeah.
And then I'm unarrested 25 feet away.
Right, 25 feet away.
Yeah, where I can't see anything.
What was... What was the situation, Ghost Rider? Because I came in late. I don't know what was going on there. Some type of fire?
Yeah, it was a structure fire.
Okay. Structure fire in Westminster?
Yes.
Okay.
92nd and Federal, right across the street from Federal Heights.
Right, right. Yeah, because there was some question whether it was Federal Heights or Westminster.
The west side of the street is Westminster, east side is Federal Heights.
Right. Okay.
So
Yeah, I know that area fairly well. I used to work up there.
Right.
So, there was no crime scene tape up from
No.
what I could see.
No, there wasn't a crime.
Right.
It was a fire, you know.
Right. And sometimes they'll put up crime scene tape just
if they
to
can,
keep people.
if they think it's arson, yeah.
Right. Right.
But they can't just indiscriminately put up tape
Right.
all over the place.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like right now, Colfax is open for this scene because
Right.
their scene is contained to this street.
Right. Right.
So I was out at the sidewalk area, and I would have been standing on the sidewalk to film from had the police car not been parked on the sidewalk.
Right.
So I was next to it.
And he asked you, from what I remember, he kind of asked you to go into traffic.
He told me to go on the other side of the cars, and I look over on the other side of the cars, and I'm like, you want me to go stand in traffic?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Which was absolutely insane and crazy. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Any sane, rational police officer would ask that.
Right.
But we know that they're not really rational and
Right.
sane most of the time. So,
Right.
So after that is when you stayed on the near side of the vehicle. And what happened after that, Ghost Rider?
Oh, he just kept trying to cop-explain his way for me to move. And, you know, well, there was arcing over there. And I'm like, that's clear over there. I don't think I'm in danger here, and I'm responsible for my own safety.
Right, and that's another point that you were saying very distinctly on the live stream, and
Yeah.
I appreciated that. You even brought up Gonzalez versus Castle Rock,
Yeah.
the very famous Supreme Court case.
There's actually two cases that follow the same rules.
Right, but that's like kind of the
famous
one that people point to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since it happened here in Colorado.
Right. And the ruling in that was that the officers are not responsible for people's safety.
Right.
Unless they're being detained or arrested.
Yes. They are responsible for somebody that's under their care, you could call it, detained,
Yeah.
arrested, or whatever.
Right.
That at that point they're responsible for your safety. But until then, they're really not.
Right.
They're not responsible for your safety.
Right, and they
So-
can actually watch somebody get killed right in front of them, and they're not responsible for that at all.
Right.
They're not responsible for protecting you or
Right.
serving you, like
Right.
they say on the side of the vehicle.
Right.
Damn time.
Yeah. It's a lie.
It's
Protect
a lie.
and serve.
Right.
It's a lie.
Right. It's a myth.
They don't protect you.
No.
And they really don't serve you.
No, and they don't care either.
They pretty much do not.
So after that, you were basically accosted by an officer and put in handcuffs. How did that go?
As well as to be expected, I guess.
So I didn't catch what the officer was saying to you.
He said that, I think he said that I was under arrest for obstruction.
Yeah, I heard it. I think I heard that clearly.
So he was arresting me for obstruction, but to meet the charge of obstruction, you have to physically
Right.
be in their way.
Right.
You physically have to prevent, like, a fireman from putting out a fire,
Yeah.
or a policeman from doing his job, and his job doesn't consist of keeping the area clear, you know,
Right.
just because.
Right.
You know, that's not his job, really.
Right.
It really isn't.
Right.
He's got to be present, but blocking the scene with his vehicle so I can't get a view of it unless I'm standing next to his vehicle, you know, as close to the sidewalk as I could get,
Right.
basically.
Right.
So he got real upset that I didn't want to move because I wanted scene footage of
Right.
it.
Right.
And he was making sure that I wasn't going to get any scene footage.
Yeah, he basically cost you some money then, right? Right.
Yes, he
Ghost
did.
Rider? Yeah.
As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, he did.
Yeah, he cost you money,
So,
so there should be
where
some-
they put me at and told me that if I, moved up closer to get footage, that I would be arrested.
Right.
Again,
Right, for the second time.
Yes.
Um,
Pretty much put me on prior restraint for my First Amendment rights.
right, right. And it was actually, from your perspective, I could see it as it would be really embarrassing to be placed in handcuffs and you
No,
know,
it's not embarrassing.
well, I mean, as
It'll
people,
happen to us.
it'll
one
happen
time
to
or
us all,
another.
right? It happens to us
That's
all.
right. It's just a matter of time.
Right. But I mean, generally speaking, I mean, it's not like a great thing to be seen in handcuffs, is what I'm saying, Ghost Rider. You know, depending on your outlook. I mean, I know my time is coming. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, it's going to
Um,
be one of these times that you say the wrong thing to an officer and
Right.
it'll set him off and he'll put you in the cuffs.
Right. Right.
Whether he takes you in or not is
It's up to
what
him.
it's going to come down to.
Right.
So I was fortunate enough that once they moved me to 25 feet and deemed me safe, they took me out of cuffs
Right.
and unarrested me.
I still can't believe it. And then the condescending nature of the officer after that was even worse. because-
The supervisor?
Yeah, the supervisor.
Oh,
because
yeah.
he was trying to tell you that that Supreme Court case is iffy and.
Oh, it
there's-
ain't iffy.
No,
It's definitely not
case
iffy.
law. I mean, it's
Right.
it's done and over
Right.
with. You know,
Well,
there's no
you know, there's
flashlight. What's up?
there's history between Westminster and our group.
Yeah.
You know, like with Eric and
Right.
everybody.
Right. Oh yeah.
I've been to Westminster, chalking up their sidewalks with Eric.
Yeah.
So I have video that I never released of it when I was there. When we were outside chalking,
Yeah. Yeah.
they got heated sidewalks out there in front of the council building there.
Mhm.
I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't.
It
but
started.
that's-
It started snowing, and all the sidewalks were staying clear because they had heated sidewalks.
Oh,
and I had
wow.
my camera going, so it was kind of cool because the snow would hit it and melt, and water with chalk makes it a little bit harder to get off after it dries.
That's really funny.
So the weather was helping us in that aspect, and it didn't snow enough for it to be, you know, covering an inch or something like that, you know, where
Right.
you couldn't see the chalking later.
Right.
So
So, I guess the whole point of that last interaction, that little portion where he thought he knew everything about.
yeah, you
Supreme Court
weren't going to tell any of them anything,
cases. Right.
regardless if it was to save their own necks,
Right.
you know.
Right. Right. They had to be right. The ego
Yeah.
was definitely
Well,
in place.
if you looked at the video, the guy had SWAT
Oh.
right there on his label on the front of his uniform.
Right. Right.
Did I tell you anything?
Tells me everything I need to know, man.
Yeah, he expects when he barks that you're going to listen or he's going to shoot you,
Right.
basically.
Right. Right.
That's what that meant with that on there.
Yeah.
So, which means that his supervisor might have been SWAT as well, or
Yeah.
the commander of SWAT, which means that we have been of the same frame of mind for his thinking.
You know, that's an interesting point that you bring up because SWAT likes to act like a military faction
Oh, yeah.
here in the United States, you know, and they act like that.
Militarized
Yeah.
police.
And that's, you know, that's another reason why people can't stand them because they come in sometimes like
There's
tank-
situations where they need it, though. Do you remember the town up there in the mountains
with the tank.
with the killdozer?
Yeah, the killdozer. Yeah.
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 I mean, I just say wait till it runs out of gas, but I mean, you know,
Well, before then, the town might be flattened, though.
it was pretty much flattened anyways, wasn't it? I mean,
No, there was quite a few buildings still standing. I mean, if they hadn't done the damage to the vehicle, it would have kept going for quite a while.
Yeah.
That isn't the only vehicle that's been involved in situations.
But I
Did you
can't-
know a guy from military? I think, yeah, he was a military guy. He stole a tank
Wow.
from down there out of the base down south, below Colorado Springs.
Air Force?
Huh?
Bragg?
No,
No.
it's the Army base.
Yeah. I can't remember what the name of that place is.
Is that one Hood?
Could be Hood, man. No, I know what you're saying, but in that case, it would probably be the Army's responsibility, right, to get their
That guy
own
took
shit?
that tank all the way up I-25.
Ah, Gotcha.
all the way up towards Denver.
Oh yeah. No, you want to talk about some crazy shit, man. That's about as crazy as it gets.
I think he got up to at least Castle Rock before they stopped him.
Yeah.
So you got a ways up.
Christy says Marvin Aramine or something. I don't know. Fort Carson, Pepper said.
Fort Carson, yeah,
That's right,
yeah.
Pepper.
Thank you.
Yeah, truth be told, Otis, we're perfectly safe here. I feel actually a little bit better with ghosts around, to be honest with you. It wasn't great earlier with the cops the way that they were acting.
Well, they don't intimidate me.
No,
As
they
I saw
don't.
in my video earlier.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't really intimidate
No.
me.
You know, when I was intimidated when I first came out,
When you first started,
but you know,
you get used to
you
them
just
real
get
quick.
used to them barking orders, and you're just like, yeah, whatever, man. I know your shit. You know,
Right.
I know your shit.
Right.
You know, so it is what it is. But anyways, guys, just to recap here, this was a great, fantastic interview with Ghost Rider. Make sure you check out Ghost Rider's channel. He's got great content. He does a lot of great work.
Did you see did you hear the parting words of the officer? When I asked him if I could move up, and he mentioned it. Well, you're the one in charge of your safety.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Yeah. In other words, yes, you could do it. But
In other words, he put the nail in his own coffin.
right.
Right there.
Right. This is going to be a good one. How much are you looking at with that type of deal, Ghost Rider? Just out of
I
curiosity?
couldn't tell you.
You'd have to talk to a lawyer about it and see. what
Pretty
they-
much, yes.
Yeah. Now, one quick question before I leave, Ghost Rider. How did the cuffs feel on you when they put them? Did they put them on tight?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My right arm, it was so damn tight that it left marks, and they're probably still here. Yeah, you can still see the marks from the cuff right there.
Yeah, I see it.
That was that side.
Wow.
But yeah, you can still see the cuff marks
Yeah.
right across there.
You can see it. Wow.
And it's been hours. It's been 6
Yeah.
hours at least,
Yeah.
if not more.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, my right one was really tight.
Yeah.
My left one was better.
Yeah.
But fortunately, I wasn't in them for very long.
Yeah. If you would have been at them for very long, there could have been some nerve damage or other
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes. Yes.
You know.
It was one of them
Yeah.
things that it wasn't comfortable. That's for sure. And they always going to ask him to loosen that cuff up if he was going to keep me in them,
Yeah.
because
It was pretty
pretty damn
pretty
tight.
tight. Yeah. All right, guys. To reiterate what happened here on the scene, if you're just joining, thank you so much. I haven't been really reading the comments. I've been interviewing Ghost Rider, but there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cop cars on this side.
1, 2,
5 people
3, 4,
shot.
5, 6.
5 people shot. There are a couple markers on
7.
the ground. There's one straight ahead here.
8,
Yeah,
9,
8.
10, 2 over there.
Yeah, there's
So
some on the other side.
10 vehicles total that we know of on the scene.
That we know of so far between the 2 blocks. There's another marker there. 5 people shot, ranging from the ages of 16 to 20. Also, the suspects have fled the scene, but they are still at large as of this moment, as far as they know.
Yeah, they don't think they're in the area still,
Yeah.
which of course they wouldn't be.
Why would they be?
Mm,
Hang
yeah.
around the area? You know,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
kind of see-
They're long gone.
Yeah, long gone.
They're home playing on their Xboxes
Yeah,
and
or whatever.
PlayStations
Yeah,
now,
Yeah.
playing
Just chilling
GTA.
Yeah, well, I mean, the way that modern policing is, they don't really do a real investigation. They take pictures. You know, they,
And then they put out, "Help us,
yeah, help us, help us. Like they expect
help us
everybody else.
identify them,"
Right.
type
help us
thing. They
identify.
put up the Crime Stoppers posters
Yeah.
all the time on Twitter,
Yeah.
all the time, and it's like they can't solve the crime without the
No.
public's help.
No, they have to have public help. There's no question about that. It's not like it is on the TV where, you know, they'll go and interview potential witnesses, and, you know, the detectives will be, you know.
They do that, but
Very rarely. I mean, at least from what I've seen. I mean,
I've been on enough scenes that I've seen them do their work, you know,
Yeah.
put in the work of knocking on doors and talking to people.
No, I mean, I guess.
So
I
it
think,
just depends on where you're at for one and
Yeah.
what the scene is for
Yeah.
another.
one time in Aurora, I saw that, but mostly in high crime areas. Like I don't see that same level of attention that one would expect. You know, if somebody's loved one was killed or injured.
Well, a lot of people won't even talk to the police. So,
Why would they? Why should they?
Pretty much.
I mean, you know, what is it going to benefit them?
If it's in a bad neighborhood, they already know how bad the police can be.
Right, they already know it would be bad for them. So why you know?
Yeah, and
why
if it's a
bother?
gang related, that puts their lives at risk.
Right.
If they're going to talk to the police.
Right. I mean, why would you? There's no incentive at all. There's nothing to gain, you know, by doing so. But anyways, 5 people shot here at the corner.
And you guys are just disappearing out of here. Is it that boring of a scene?
Yeah, I know.
I was up to 17 or up to 20 at one point.
Yeah.
Now I'm at 12.
Yeah, I know.
So it's going up and down. There must be some other live streams going on with something going on.
It's early in the morning here, so maybe that's why.
Well, they had Charles and Mario doing live stream earlier.
Oh, okay.
I think, well, when I left, they were still live. So, but I don't know if they found anything.
Yeah, maybe Chuck. Oh, yeah.
You're on both?
Charles, but,
No, not Chuck. Charles.
Oh, okay.
I forgot how to pronounce his channel name.
Oh, I got you.
Anna something. The down in New Mexico, trucking down in New Mexico. He's Indiana, but he ain't there now. He's somewhere else, if I remember right.
All right, so the scene here, Dayton and Colfax, extended over to Dallas and Colfax. That block was shut down. 5 people shot.
Good luck on that education. Yeah.
You know, multiple officers here, at least 10 vehicles by our count. The victims range from 16 to 20, I already mentioned that. And that's about all the information that I can get for you.
It's below freezing here, by the way.
So it is below freezing,
so it's definitely pretty damn chilly. And I don't have my heated jacket fixed yet to stand out here for hours on end for you guys. I've done that many a times with my heated jacket. My gloves. I don't even know where my gloves are. I have to find them.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, here we go, guys.
No, you ain't gonna say nothing.
Hopefully not.
Where would, I bet you I know where that music's coming from.
Where?
The call was up in Brighton.
Oh, I got that.
So I recognize the address because I'd been there before for loud music. And they got to send Adams County Sheriff to the house because for 3 houses, it's unincorporated Adams County instead of Brighton, and right in the middle of Brighton.
So they have to send the sheriff instead of...
Yes, they have to send the sheriff to the address to talk to the people because of where it's at. Oh, we got some more markers across the street. We got 3 markers.
Yeah.
We got at least 3 markers over there.
3, at least from my vantage point, and he just pulled his vehicle to
light it up.
View.
No, not block it. He's lighting it up. There's a difference. He's got his headlights flashing right into the scene so that they can take better pictures. So he's using his headlights to help work the scene. So we got more markers over there. There's another one right there. I didn't see that one right away. There's one right there. 3 over there.
Yeah.
And there might be more back there. I ended up walking back there behind the scene in the alley because they didn't have it blocked off on the north side of it. Walked directly into the middle, and I look to my right and I see police cars. I look to my left, and it's like, well, I know the scene's there, but to the right, I didn't know that there was cars there until I reached there, and then they're yelling at me, "You're in the crime scene." I'm like, well, you didn't do a good job of blocking off your scene. I walked right into it.
All right, guys. Secret Agent Man, what's up, Judd? Thank you so much.
But I figured I'd come down here, get some coverage for you guys to see down here. I'll submit a stringer here as soon as I end the live stream. And
all right, guys. That's gonna wrap it up. Make sure you go over to Ghost Rider's channel if you want to continue.
Oh, you're gonna cut yours out? I'm gonna be cutting mine out here pretty soon too.
So
because it's cold out.
It is a little chilly. So
I do not want to be standing out here for hours.
No.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. No, you're not getting paid that much to...
Nobody's even donated to me tonight.
Really?
Not all day.
Get on your asses, get off your asses and donate to Ghost, man. Give him some money.
So I haven't made a dime today.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's it for me. You guys have a great, safe evening. Enjoy your evening. Hug your loved ones because you never know. Stay safe out there. I'll see you on the next one sometime today. You guys know I'll be out and about, probably on Colfax. So.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cut mine out too. These guys are just gonna be processing the scene out here, and well, you've seen the scene, so that's it.
All right.
That's the way it's gonna go. So hang on, don't take off yet.
Okay.
So we will catch you guys later. Thank you guys for joining in. We'll catch you guys on the next one.